Megan with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, talking about more vacuum cleaners today. So one thing that we see commonly is things going on with your brush roller when you bring in your vacuum. So I want to show you what you don't want to end up in, and then what the different levels of brush rollers do for you when you are ready to purchase a next vacuum or anything like that. So first we're going to talk about this vacuum that was traded in not too long ago that needs a little bit of help. So on this brush roller here, there's a couple of things you notice. First off, the bristles on it are very, very, very short. When the bristles are short, you're not actually touching your carpet, which causes a big problem. You'll notice that parts of it also looks almost like a used toothbrush. Not good for your carpet, not good for you. I'm thinking pieces like this. You also notice there's tons of hair wrapped around this brush roller. On a plastic brush roller that's shaped like this, you are more prone to getting hair and stuff wrapped around your brush roller, and you'll notice it travels to the side to the bearings of your brush roll, which means it needs to be replaced. So you want to make sure when you purchase a new vacuum, you have one where you have easy access to the brush roller and it's less likely to do that. Last thing I'm going to point out, this is just like a bonus tip, is that on this vacuum you can kind of see dirt gathering on the brush roll like that. That usually means that there was wet pickup involved. And if you have wet pickup involved on your vacuum, you might have damaged it. So don't do that, just avoid that. But when you're looking at a new vacuum that hopefully doesn't catch hair or anything like that, there's a couple of different options of brush rollers out there. So let's talk about what those guys are. I'm going to move this one out of the way so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So the first vacuum I have up here on my bench is going to be the Riccar R10E. This is a great entry-level lightweight vacuum with a wooden brush roller. So you'll notice the brush roller itself is wooden. Now, wooden brush rollers are great and they're easy to replace, but they do tend to catch things like hair and string. So when they do get hairs on here, it will travel to your bearings. On a vacuum like this one though, I do have to replace the belt, which means when I replace the belt, I can take the brush roller off, clean all that stuff off pretty easily, or just take a seam ripper or something and cut that stuff here. You'll notice the bristles on it are nice and long. I can run my hand on the vacuum and brush against it, which means that it's actually beating on the carpet and doing a good job. So a wooden brush roller is often what you see on a lower end but good vacuum. Now we're going to travel on to a plastic brush roll. On a machine like the Sebo Felix, they have plastic brush rollers. Whoopsie. There you go. Plastic brush rollers like this. You'll notice that the bristles on this one also are hitting my hand as I go along. But the bonus on this plastic brush roller is that, one, it's made out of a good quality, and that's part of the battle there. And the other thing is that I can actually remove the brush roller to clean it. So I'm going to flip it around, because I do this better the other way. I can press, take that, and actually remove the brush roll itself so that I can actually clean off all that hair and debris on there. Looks like I already need to clean this one off. Whew. I'll do that after the video. Then all I have to do to replace it is put it there and clip it in. And then I'm ready to go once again. Now with the Sebo Felix Onyx, to replace the brush roller, not that expensive at all. And if you're in Colorado, their distribution center is local to us too, so we can get it back to you, get you up and rolling really quickly. So with those brush rollers, they're fantastic. The biggest thing that we see people need to replace them for is because they start looking like that used toothbrush again. But the last but not least kind of brush roller that we sell here in the store that I think is great is on some of our more premium vacuums, such as the R30P. On this R30, or R30D, dang it. Such as the R30D. On the R30D, you'll notice it's a metal brush roller down here. What the metal does is it is less likely to catch long hair, threads, etc. And if it does, it doesn't travel it all the way to the bearings nearly as quickly as something like a plastic brush roller does. It also has these strips that have the red on it. With those strips, what that does is it makes it very easy for you to get them replaced. On a vacuum like this, you do want to get them serviced occasionally. So when you have your vacuum in for service, let them give it a haircut and give them new brush roll strips and you'll be good to go. The other bonus on these guys is that you don't have to replace a belt ever, so you don't have to get into there or anything. All you have to do is cut those hairs off occasionally. Now, there's one more level of metal brush roller that I don't actually have a sample for because we sold our floor model. But the R40P has a metal brush roller that has grooves in it. And what those grooves do is they help with agitation, and they help you get that hair and debris out of there. So, when you are looking for a new vacuum cleaner, think about your kind of carpet and what kind of brush roller you need. If you have really plush, expensive carpet, you probably want something more like a metal brush roller. If you have dingy office store carpet, a wooden brush roller might be just fine for you, but it depends on what you're looking for. So, if you're in the market for a new vacuum cleaner, definitely investigate what kind of brush roller you need. If you have really thin office carpeting, you're probably going to be just fine with a plastic or a wooden brush roller. However, if you have that really dense, expensive carpet, getting something with a metal brush roller might be a better option for you. Come into the stores, email us, call us. We're happy to answer any questions you have and help you narrow it down to the perfect vacuum to you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we will see you next time.